Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber or you regularly watch my videos. This is my weekly Finish It Friday video where I get to show what I've been working on this week. I'm very excited to share my progress on my current project. I decided last week that I would choose a UFO to work on during this time because I've been working so much on bears and like the same quilt for several weeks in my Finish It Fridays, and I wanted to switch it up just a little bit. I've chosen to work on this block called the Heartstrings block. Or Heartstrings quilt. This is a block that I'm going to make out of squares that I have foundation piece together. So I'm going to make string blocks, and I am going to make a quilt out of those string blocks. That sounded very confusing just now the way I said it. But anyway, this is going to be a really great project. I'm excited about it. And I'm going to be writing a pattern for it. I got a lot of interest in the pattern. So I'm excited that I get to share that with you once the quilt is complete. What this quilt is going to be, it's going to be a heart that is made out of the string blocks that you see me squaring up here, and some half square triangles that I've made using denim and the string blocks. And it's going to be a giant heart, or well, two giant hearts, one inside the other. So it's going to be really cool to put it all together. And like I said, I am excited about sharing the pattern. If you are interested in that pattern, you can let me know in the comments below. I would love to know who's interested. Some of you already told me, and so I want to thank you for that. I am also excited about some other projects that I have going on. I have a Christmas memory quilt that I have all of the blocks sewn together, and I just need to put the quilt together. So I'm very happy about that and about the progress that I'm making on that. I also have a bear order that I am working on. Hopefully I can get everything sewn this weekend and stuffed within the next few days so that it can be given away very soon. As far as the project that you see here, I am just squaring up some quilt blocks to 8 inches. When I originally did them, they were 8.5 inches square, but when I made my half square triangles, they ended up being a little bit smaller. So now I have to go back and square up the individual blocks to 8 inches. What I'm doing right here in the video is I'm pressing some paper because I need to make some new foundations. And I need 10 of them for my 10 blocks. And so I'm going to work on that. I'm going to cut my pieces down to 8 inches square. And I'm excited because I got my block squared up much more quickly than I thought I would. So I get to start making string blocks really soon. Because of my pattern, I had to kind of adjust the pattern a little bit. And so instead of having the number of dark blocks that I had, I added an extra row. So I'm going to have to make 10 additional string blocks to create kind of a border for that. And hopefully you can see me doing that. Here in the video, I have the pieces of paper that I've pressed and cut down to 8 inches. I'm using those to make my blocks. I typically make my string blocks 2 at a time so that I can get a little bit of instant gratification, and I can also use my pieces as leader enders. And I always like that. I like getting kind of a 2-for-1 where I can use leader enders and continue to make blocks. So it's really exciting that I can do that. Let's see. When you see me go away from the camera, I'm actually going to my ironing board to press everything so we can get a nice press on some of these strips. And so the goal right now is just to make these blocks. I sort of want to just go ahead and make them all at once, but I've kind of made a promise to myself to only do this during the 30 minutes that I'm working on my UFO video. So that is usually about 3 times a week that I'm going to spend some time on this project. Thankfully, it's not hard because the blocks are already done. And after I get all these blocks made, these additional blocks, all I have to do is lay the quilt out and get ready to be sewn together. So it's really a great process, not hard at all. And I'm just grateful that that I have something cool to do like this. It's important that I spend my other sewing time, working on some of the projects that I have, like this bear order, and that quilt. And then there are some other commission quilts that I want to spend time on. This just gives me some time to work on something for myself. So I'm really excited about that. I love that I get to work on a project just for me. And I also love that I get to make things for other people. I think that is super duper special. So I hope that you have something that you're excited about. Another thing, I know I say this on every one of my videos, but I'm really excited about growing my channel. I have a goal to reach 10,000 subscribers by July 31st, 2022. And thankfully, I'm well on my way. Thank you so much to those of you who are subscribing to the channel each week, and sometimes each video. I'm getting more subscribers, and I'm so, so, so grateful. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and click my picture at the bottom of the video, and that will subscribe you to my channel. And if you hit the notification bell, then YouTube will let you know whenever I release a new video. This is such a great community. The quilting community is so supportive, and I'm just like everybody else. I just want you to meet your quilting goals. Whatever you want to do, I want you to be able to do it. And if you have more things that you want to try, I am all for trying new things. And like even making this quilt right here, this is kind of a new experience. Even though I've made a heart quilt before, it's a new experience to try it in a different way. So I'm really excited that I get to do that. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else I'm excited about as far as my quilting goes. I'm just happy that I can share what I do with you guys on my channel. You can see here that I'm doing a lot of pressing of these strips. I actually store my strings in the bags behind me. You can't see them on camera, but there are 2 giant bags that mostly have strings in them. If I see something, if I pull something out that's not a string, I put it where it goes, whether it's a larger piece that needs to go into my scraps, or whether it's a smaller piece that needs to go into my crumbs. I try to put them where they belong. But mainly I have strings in there, and I've tried to kind of streamline that to make sure that I have them. After I stitch each piece on, I am going back and pressing it on the ironing board. So I press each strip as I piece it. And it's a great process. I do have a video about making the string blocks using the paper foundation, and you can check that out. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!